Checkers Drive-In Restaurants, Incorporated is a chain of double drive-through restaurants in the United States. The company operates Checkers and Rally's restaurants in 28 states and the District of Columbia. They specialize in hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, and milkshakes. In today's video, we are going to know Checkers and Rally's detailed information about restaurants. So let's start today's video without delay. Overview: Checkers and Rally's Restaurant. Originally separate companies serving different geographic areas, with Checkers serving the Southeast and Rally's serving the Midwest. Checkers and Rally's merged in August 1999. Generally speaking, the Checkers name remains used in the Southeast as well as the Northeast, while the Rally's name remains used in the Midwest as well as California. The two brands have overlap in several areas. The merged company is headquartered in Tampa, Florida. Most locations specialize in carry-out service with drive-through and walk-up windows available, but no indoor seating, though some legacy Rally's locations in the Midwest retain dining rooms, as well as a Checkers location with an indoors dining area in Clearwater. FL Checkers was founded in 1986 in Mobile, Alabama, by Jim Matei and went public in 1991. Rally's was founded in Louisville, Kentucky in 1985 by Jim Patterson. In 1991 and 1992, Rally's absorbed Maxey's of America, Snap's Drive-Thru, and Zip's Drive-Thru. In 1996, Rally's was bought by CKE Restaurants, parent company of Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. CKE sold Rally's to Checkers in 1999. Unlike the two CKE chains, which have at various points flip-flopped between marketing Carl's Jr. and Hardee's as one chain or separate regional chains that both share Carl's Jr.'s Happy Star logo and imaging, but have largely separate menus, Checkers promptly merged Rally's into its branding, and the two chains are now only different by name. In June 2006, the company went private through a merger with Taxi Holdings Corp., an affiliate of Wellspring Capital Management, a private equity firm. In 2014, Wellspring sold Checkers to another private equity firm, Sentinel Capital Partners. On March 23, 2017, Checkers announced that it would be sold to Oak Hill Capital Partners for $525 million. The sale was completed a month later. On May 23, 2018, Checkers announced a planned expansion for over 24 locations in the Pittsburgh area. Despite Rally's having brand recognition in the area, the locations were to be branded as Checkers. The company made its official return in the area in 2019 under the Rally's brand with the opening of a location in Penn Hills. The company hasn't opened any more locations in the area since due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In February 2020, Checkers and Rally's named Francis Allen, former CEO of Boston Market, as their new CEO. Advertising and promotions. In the late 1990s, there was a series of teaser commercials that featured a Burger King burger on a rotating interior microwave oven, with R&B tracks from the 1960s and 1970s playing in the background following a bleep cue to Rally's advertising. An early commercial offered a chance to win a car. It showed a yellow car since the yellow car version of Punch Buggy was a big fad during this time. A similar advertising strategy for this fad was implemented into a Taco Bell commercial with as many as 20 or 30 yellow taxicabs in one camera shot. One of the first advertising campaigns by Checkers and Rally's from 1999 to late 2000 featured the slogan, "High Performance Human Fuel." The television advertisements for the campaign were animated in an anime style, featuring a woman named Holly in pursuit of fast food. The ads were created by Crispin Porter and Bogiski and illustrated by Peter Chung, who was also responsible for the animation of COPS and Ring Raiders. In September 2007, Amliel Rogers, an advertising agency, won the advertising rights for Checkers restaurants and completely restructured the advertising campaign. Among the many changes is their new slogan, "Little Place, Big Taste," beginning October 2007. In 2007, the chain used a character called Rap Cat, a stuffed animal cat who performs a rap song about the chain. The ad campaign became popular after it became a viral video on YouTube. The company gave away paper bags patterned like a basketball jersey to be worn by cats, with slots to cut out for the legs and tail, and asked customers to post videos of their cat wearing it to a Rap Cat website. This received criticism from animal rights activists, though Checkers stated that the packaging was intended only as a creative extension of our television campaign. In September 2014, they started to have a character called Mr. Bag, a talking bag who appears in the new commercials for Checkers and Rally's. In September 2016, rapper and restaurateur Rick Ross stated his plans for a partnership with Checkers and Rally's, including ownership of a few franchises. He opened his first franchise location in Miami in early 2017. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.
How Chick-fil-A got started. Long before Chick-fil-A became known for its solid customer service and closed-on Sunday stance, the restaurant rose from humble beginnings as a small diner outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Over 75 years later, it's become one of the largest family-owned restaurant chains in the U.S. Chick-fil-A has also been named the #1 fast food spot for customer satisfaction for 7 straight years, holding on to its crown among other closely ranked competitors like Domino's, KFC, and Starbucks. So how did the chain go from a small suburban diner to what it is today? Here's a look at Chick-fil-A's history. Truett Cathy opens the Dwarf Grill. Chick-fil-A founder Samuel Truett Cathy and his brother Ben opened a small 24-hour diner called the Dwarf Grill on May 23, 1946, in Hateville, Georgia. It was later renamed the Dwarf House. The brothers opened the diner in a location across from a Ford Motor Company assembly plant and near the Atlanta airport, seeking to lure a built-in customer base of area workers. But tragedy struck in 1949 when Ben Cathy and another brother were killed in a plane crash. Truett Cathy and his wife Jeanette continued to run the restaurant, and later opened a second Dwarf House in the neighboring city of Forest Park in 1951. The original 1946 space only had a capacity for 10 stools and 4 booths, and by 1967, the restaurant was replaced with a larger structure to meet demand. The 1967 Dwarf House structure remained until 2021 when a months-long renovation process began. A newly designed and expanded Dwarf House reopened in early 2022, allowing fans in Hateville the chance to visit both the full-service restaurant and experience the company's history and see 1960s artifacts from the original building. Inventing the original chicken sandwich. As the business steadily grew, Truett Cathy began testing out different recipes for a boneless chicken sandwich. Remembering his mother's method of cooking fried chicken with a heavy top that trapped the heat and moisture, Cathy tried cooking boneless chicken breasts in a pressure cooker. And the experiment was a success. He found he could cook a piece of boneless chicken in a fraction of the time it would take to cook the chicken in a pan or on the grill. He continued years of trial and error with different seasonings and breading. Truett Cathy would ask his customers to taste the chicken sandwich and give feedback. Finally, in 1964, Truett Cathy came upon the right mix of more than 20 seasonings and it became the original chicken sandwich with 2 pickles on a toasted butter bun, which is now widely considered to be the first ever fried chicken breast sandwich. First Chick-fil-A restaurant opens in Mall. Truett Cathy's chicken sandwich started out selling hamburgers and became so popular at the Dwarf House that he eventually sought out an attorney to trademark the sandwich in 1963. At first, he started selling the chicken sandwich as a licensed product to other restaurants. But it was difficult to ensure they used the same standards. So, the first Chick-fil-A restaurant opened on November 24, 1967, in Atlanta's Greenbrier Mall. Customers can visit the mall's Chick-fil-A still to this day. Serving a breaded, boneless chicken breast between 2 buttered buns is a seemingly simple idea, but it was a novelty for its time. Putting a restaurant inside malls was a relatively new idea. Truett Cathy had to convince mall owners that having a restaurant would not create smoke in the mall or result in a lot of trash. Where did the Chick-fil-A name come from? When Chick-fil-A first opened its doors in 1967, Truett Cathy was looking for a name to reflect its top-quality customers should expect each time they visited a restaurant, the company said. The trademark attorney he sought out in the early 1960s had also encouraged him to think of a unique name. He ultimately chose Chick-fil-A, Chick, to represent the restaurant's signature menu item, and Filet, as a play on the word filet, but with a small twist. He replaced ET with A to represent the grade A quality of chicken, the company said. Slow growth to first freestanding restaurant. Truett Cathy opted for a slow growth model, opening more stores and malls without accumulating much debt. It was a much cheaper investment to open a small restaurant in a mall than to purchase land and build a freestanding restaurant, it explained. But as mall development slowed in the 1980s, Chick-fil-A turned to freestanding restaurants and opened its first such location in 1986 in Atlanta. The first drive-thru only restaurant opened in 1993 in Greenville, South Carolina. Today, there are more than 2,600 restaurants spanning coast to coast. Chick-fil-A's billion-dollar brand. Chick-fil-A operates with a licensed restaurant model, allowing the company to contract with large food companies to open restaurants on college campuses, in airports, office buildings, and more. The company also introduced its Eat More Chicken Cows campaign in 1995, garnering more brand recognition for the restaurant chain. In 1996, Chick-fil-A became the first title sponsor for the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, the 9th oldest bowl game in the country, and has since been a part of other sports sponsorships. Closed on Sunday. Any fan of Chick-fil-A knows that the restaurant chain is closed on Sundays. It's actually been a policy since Truett Cathy opened the Dwarf Grill in the 1940s, based on his Christian faith. Closing our business on Sunday, the Lord's Day, is our way of honoring God and showing our loyalty to Him, Truett Cathy wrote in his 2022 book, Eat More Chicken, Inspire More People. Some experts have estimated that the chain likely loses millions of dollars by refusing to open on Sundays. But the strategy may also pay off in other ways, including being a benefit to employees and persuading customers to come back with more urgency. Chick-fil-A's anti-LGBTQ controversy. The Christian roots of Chick-fil-A and Truett Cathy, who died in 2014, have also led to some controversies, most notably, the company's gay rights record. In 2012, then CEO Dan Cathy, Truett Cathy's son, faced backlash for his comments in multiple interviews that he was supportive of the family, the biblical definition of the family unit. It also was widely reported that Chick-fil-A's charitable arm had donated millions to anti-LGBTQ groups. Following a backlash, Chick-fil-A said it would stop making donations to some groups. But tax filings obtained by the progressive news site Think Progress revealed that the company had donated $1.8 million to groups widely criticized by LGBTQ advocates in 2017 alone. By 2019, airports in Buffalo, New York, and San Antonio, Texas blocked the restaurant from opening at their sites because of the company's gay rights record. Some college campuses banned the chain. A location in the United Kingdom closed because of protests. The company said in a November 2019 statement, "Today, Chick-fil-A donates surplus food to local soup kitchens, shelters, and nonprofits nationwide through its Shared Table program. It also offers restaurant employees certain college scholarship opportunities and awards grants to nonprofits aimed at helping in the categories of food, community, and people. Its signature chicken sandwiches and waffle fries are enjoyed by people of all ages and backgrounds, and the company's commitment to excellence and customer service remains unchanged." That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more great content.